Hi everyone! Welcome to Maria Lasin Channel. Today's video, ito na po ang update ng visa po ng dalawa kong kapatid. Kung madadala ko na ba sila sa Australia. Actually, alam niyo po, nung umuwi ako sa Pilipinas, yun po yung time na nag-announce po ako na magdadala po ako ng dalawang kapatid ko. Although marami po kami, 10 po kami. Ang gusto ko talaga is dalawa lang po in a time, and then later on, magdala na naman po ako ng dalawa kong kapatid. So yes, pinahula ko po sa inyo kung sino po sa kanila, sa dami ko pong kapatid, sino po ang dadalhin ko po dito sa Australia. Good morning guys! Kakagising lang po. So kahapon, nag-fishing po kami and hindi po kami nakahuli kahit isa. And we're hoping babalik po kami ngayon para mag-fishing. Hopefully po makahuli. And guys, si Sebastian, I think tulog pa po siya. Gigisingin natin. And here's our view. Ni isa, wala akong makitang tao sa mga neighbors. Let's put the window out para magising talaga tayo. Labas lang po tayo. Ooh, malamig. I'm quite obsessed with mushroom. Hindi naman ako kumakain. Pero nag-identify po ako kung anong klaseng mushroom. Kasi friend of mine, napaka-ano po guys, obsessed din ng mushroom. And then tinutulungan namin siya manguha ng mushroom. Pero hindi po ako kumakain, siya lang. And ito yung napakaingay guys, napakaingay ito. Early in the morning, nagka-climb po sila sa roof. So seagulls, daming seagulls dito. Let's see what everyone's doing. Honeybee is up. Hi Honeybee. Good morning. Are you feeling better now?
Yeah, I'm feeling better.
Good morning. Babes, opening the window para mag-breakfast po kami. Si Sebastian. Walang television kasi tinago ni David ang remote. He has no idea what I'm talking about anyway. Hindi masyadong nakakaintindi si Sebastian ng Tagalog, not yet. So we're just about to have breakfast first. And of course, let's say good morning to my son, Sebastian. Where's that kid? Hi, you're already awake. I didn't really know you're already awake. What is that? Show me.
You can have this one.
I remember when I was young, naalala niyo ba itong mga gantong games, guys? Si Sebastian, meron din po siya. Binilhan ko po siya.
I have a new one.
What do you got? That's nice.
That's a new
Did you
one.
sleep all right last night, Sebastian? Yes, you did. Show me your toys. That one? So,
And this is,
show me how does it work, this one.
this is how it works. You have to shake it together.
You gotta shake. And
And you
then?
put it through your hole and you want to get it after you did it.
Oh, good job.
And I got 3.
Yeah, that's nice. Let's make hot chocolate for Sebastian and coffee for mommy. I'm going to make breakfast first dahil mag-fishing po kami ngayon all day. Kasi kahapon, it's about mga 1 hour lang po kami nag-fishing just to see kung may mangangagat. And then, yes, meron pong kumakain sa pain ko pero wala po kaming nahuli. But I think it's a good sign. Pag may kumakain sa pain nyo, it means merong isda. And then, bumili po ako ng iba't ibang pain para kung ano talaga ang gusto nila. So, I have so many already in our freezer. Mainit pa. Hi, Sebastian. Would you like some hot chocolate?
Yes, please.
Chocolate or chocolate? It's a Filipino thing, chocolate. Pag si Dave kasi, pinagano lang chocolate. Chocolate!
Hot chocolate.
Sebastian, are we going for fishing today?
Hey, we're going to catch crabs.
Crabs!
Yeah.
Why do you like to catch crab?
You get you like crabs.
Because mommy likes, so you like to catch a crab for mommy?
Yeah.
Yes! But do you eat crabs? Remember in Siargao Island in the Bungsud?
Yeah.
Mommy used to cook for you guys, for you and daddy. Did you remember, darling?
Yeah.
Do you remember the Bungsud?
Yes.
Tell me exactly. What do you remember the Bungsud?
You catch mad crabs and cooked it and die.
I catch mud crab and I cook and die.
Yes.
Oh man, you did remember. Would you like to go back again there?
Yes, addicted.
But every time when I catch fish, gusto niya, pinapabalik sa dagat. Let's have coffee. Sylvester, your hot chocolate, it's coming. Daddy bringing it for you. Say thanks to Dad.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you. Hi, let's have coffee. Cheers. May pa-cheers. Sylvester, do you miss our chokes?
Yes, all of them.
All of them? Yes. I do miss our choke as well and our garden. Kaya, babalik lang tayo. Maganda po yung bahay, syempre, sobrang ganda, sobrang modern. Pero ang pinagkaiba talaga, while we've been staying here for a while na, ang pinagkaiba guys, parang merong kulang. Yung buhay namin sa farm is very simple. Like, hindi gaano ka-modern yung bahay. So, after I upload the video from yesterday, maraming na-impress sa bahay na ito dahil maganda and very modern. Pero, ang pinagkaiba is, versus sa simpleng buhay namin sa farmhouse to here, is yung pinagkaiba, mas mahal po dito ang pagkain. Dahil sa bahay namin sa farmhouse is we already settled down. I mean, we already have lots of vegetable, chicken. Here, definitely you cannot have yung chicken farm here kasi malapit po sa mga bahay pag nandito po kayo nakatira na area. So, bawal po yan kasi meron talagang baho ang manok. It doesn't matter kahit nililinis mo po yan kasi every hour din, palagi talaga sila nagdodumi. So, yung pinagkaiba is yung cost of living. Pag dito kayo mag-move, yung cost of living, ang mahal po ng pagkain, nag-shopping kami yesterday, just few items, $100. And then, while sa buhay farm namin is, we only spend probably $150 to $200 at the most as a family. Ganyan talaga ang budget dito po guys as a pamilya sa Australia. Pero, depende pa rin kung anong binibili nyo. Kasi, although we have lots of vegetable, may binibili pa rin kami guys. Protein, we need protein. So, kung ako ang papipiliin, talaga, yung gagawin ko is maganda pag dito pumupunta lang for vacation. And then, yung farmhouse is maganda talaga kasi mura. Kasi kailangan natin tumira ng practical kung saan ang mas mura. I'm glad the sun is out. Alam niyo po guys, since bumalik ako sa Siargao and then I've been very active there, I'm always exposed sa sun. Never po ako nagka-problema ng vitamins D. So since I'm back to Australia, mga 2 months na po ago, and then malamig kaming winter na po sa Australia. So ever since then, palagi po ako naka-cover kasi madali lang ako lamigin. Siyempre from taga Siargao Island. So ang nangyari, nung nagpa-blood test po ako guys, kasi I'm not really been feeling well. As I mentioned before, I have vertigo and then I've been really weak. I have no energy and I cannot work it out kasi I'm kind of person na pag nandun ako sa Siargao is grabe talaga yung energy. Yung energy ko, I'm very active. So, suddenly, I am very weak. I feel like don't wanna do anything. Tapos, sakit ng mga katawan ko. Then, nung nagpa-blood test po ako, guys, I find out I have very, very low vitamins D, which is, it can cause low mood, and then it can make you tired, and you feel you don't wanna do anything. So, I didn't realize na pag low pala yung vitamins D nyo, yan pala ang magiging side effects niya. So, doon ko napagtanto, kasi palagi ako naka-cover. So, kanina lang, early in the morning, lumabas yung araw. Tinanggal ko po talaga itong top ko para yung araw talaga ma-absorb ko yung vitamins D. Yan po talaga ang problema. Pa-winter na sa Australia kasi nagtatago ako sa sobrang lamig. And then, I've been taking vitamins D supplements lately in the last few weeks to catch up po para tataas ulit po ang aking vitamins D, but hopefully, babalik po siya ulit sa normal. And ito ko yung natural lang talaga. So, kung isa rin po kayo, kagaya ko po before, nagtatago palagi sa bahay, hindi po kayo nagpapaaraw, I will suggest magpaaraw po kayo everyday. Kasi doon ko lang na-realize kung gaano po ka-importante ang araw sa atin para ma-absorb po natin ang vitamins D. And I heard, the more you are dark, mas mahirap natin ma-absorb ang vitamins D. Pero sa mga puti, madali lang nila ma-absorb yung vitamins D. So I thought this is worth it to share po para ma-aware po ang lahat na kung gaano ka-importante po ang vitamins D. Ever since then na nagpapaaraw na ako palagi, plus I've been taking vitamins D, bumalik po ang aking energy. Hindi na ako palaging tired, hindi na ako palagi na, yung parang I don't wanna do anything, parang depressed kasi magiging low mood po talaga kayo. Pero syempre, ang pagpapaaraw guys, limitado lang yan. I did not mean na kailangan talaga kayo magpabilad all day. Maramdaman yun naman talaga kung too much na yung sun. So, kahit mga 10 to 15 minutes magpa-araw kayo early in the morning. Kasi early in the morning, masyadong masakit sa skin ang araw early in the morning. Mga 10 to 15 minutes magpapa-araw po kayo. It can make difference. Sylvester will cook an omelette for our breakfast. Are you going to cook today, Sylvester? Start training na po siya magluto. Okay, Daddy will show you and then you can do it. Okay. Okay, just wait, let him do it. Watch first for a minute. Okay, there we go. That's it.
Like that.
Okay, you do it. That's Sylvester's turn.
It's not very good, is it?
That's all right. You can just do it slowly, darling.
You see how Daddy did it?
Yeah, Daddy to show you again. There we go.
Can you let me to
I
cut
can
onions
do
and
it.
garlic?
Yeah. Sylvester, Daddy will chop an onion and garlic. Wait. You gotta reheat this one first before we add oil, okay?
Put it in the after when we heat it.
Good job.
Just to go like this. Move it around. Cover it.
And after when it's full crack, you crack it open.
Gusto niyo yung cracked eggs. Tingnan niyo, guys. Super careful siya.
See, that's how I do it.
Wow!
You have
Oh,
to
done!
cut the sides.
Okay. Good job.
You do.
And here's our breakfast. We got an omelette and toasted bread and kiwi and apple. Let's have breakfast. And before everything, we want to say thank you, Lord, for the blessing.
Thank you, Lord, for the blessing.
Yes, and let's eat.
And I'll eat this one in 5 minutes.
Yes, breakfast po kami, guys. Kain po tayo.
To get a knife.
Eggs so good.
I've cut it perfectly.
That's nice.
Like it.
You love your egg? You cook that one, darling? You must be very proud. You're making your own breakfast. How about Daddy? Good, Daddy?
Go semester me.
Go, Sylvester.
Go semester myself.
So guys, ito na po ang update at kumusta na po ang visa na ina-apply ko po para sa dalawa ko pong kapatid. Approve na po ba? Dahil marami po talagang nagtatanong at yung iba, grabe ko makapag-comment guys. Kasi bakit hindi mo dinala yung dalawa mong kapatid? Guys, hindi po basta-basta makapag-apply or ma-approve agad pag mag-apply po kayo ng tourist visa sa Australia. I mean, how I wish na ganyan lang po kadali mag-apply ng tourist visa. Kahit nga partner visa, it takes time po bago ma-aprobahan dahil it's beyond my control. It's beyond our control, guys. Sila pa rin po ang magde-decide sa application nyo kung ma-aprobahan ba or denied. So, nag-apply po ako ng tourist visa sa dalawa kong kapatid po since March nung umuwi po ako sa Pilipinas kasi yun po talaga ang plano na sabay kami pagbalik sa Australia. Pero nangyari po yung mga war, then natakot po si Dave baka ma-stuck po ako sa Pilipinas. So yun po ang story. Bumalik ako sa Australia mag-isa. So since before pa po talaga, plan ko talaga magdala ng kapatid ko or siblings po dito sa Australia kasi iba rin talaga ang feelings na may madala kang kapatid dito, then kahit makasama mo sila, panandalian lang. Pero before po yun, nung nakatira pa po kami sa caravan, and I know it's very impossible po yun before na mag-invite po ng kapatid ko dahil wala pong extra bedroom po sa caravan. So ngayon po na may bahay na po kami, and yes, sa wakas, nag-apply po talaga ako ng tourist visa para po sa dalawa kong kapatid na makapunta dito sa Australia. So, since beginning of March pa po ako nag-apply, hindi po ako gumamit ng mga immigrants. I create my own IMI account kasi dyan po kayo makapag-invite po ng any siblings sa inyong account. So, yun po ang ginawa ko, yung tourist visa, hindi naman masyadong kamahalan. Pero, pag ma-reject ito or ma-denied, wala pong refund. Yun po talaga ang mangyayari. And kumusta na po ang update? Alam nyo guys, everyday po talaga ako nag-check sa email ko, sa Amy account ko, kung ano na po ba yung update. So ito na po yung update. As you can see po, outside that time frame na po ako nag-wait. I mean, some people na mag-apply po ng tourist visa, 50% maaprubahan po sila within 13 days and then 90% maaprubahan po sila within 31 days. So yung sa akin po, outside that time frame na po siya. It's been 2 months na po talaga. Until now, hindi pa rin po talaga na-approve ang visa ng dalawa kong kapatid. Yes, it's very, very sad po guys kasi I'm really excited and I'm really hoping na ma-approve pero hindi pa po granted, wala pa pong rejected, wala pa pong approval. But the thing is, it's been more than 2 months and such a long wait po guys. I kind of lost hope na po dahil been a long time, more than 2 months, mag-almost 3 months na guys. Hindi ko po alam kung ano ang rason bakit ang bagal po ng granted kasi syempre gusto ko talaga malaman kung maaprubahan ba or ma-reject. Wala naman pong mga missing documents or nag-request po sila ng more documents to make it delayed po yung application. And then everyday po talaga ako nag-check sa Amy account ko. Hindi ko po alam kung mabagal siya dahil hindi po ako gumamit ng immigrants. Kasi ang iniisip ko po para makatipid, kasi last time nung nag-apply po kami ng visa ko po, for myself po, kami ni Deb is hindi po kami gumamit ng ng immigrants. Kami lang po yun ang nag-create ng IMI account. And then yes, the good news is naaprubahan po kami yun. Actually, tinawagan ko na po talaga sila just to inquire. And yung sinabi lang talaga nila, you need to wait. It's like, hindi naman sila talaga tutulong to speed up your application. So, yes, malungkot ako kasi hindi ko pa po alam kung maaprubahan po ba sila. Kasi I believe, hindi naman po sila magbabase. It's either kung ma-afford ko ba sila sa kanilang accommodation, sa pagkain, because I did provide. Pero ang narinig ko po kasi, it's all about kung meron rason ba na babalik sila sa Pilipinas just in case po mag-TNT po sila dito sa Australia. And then nag-submit po ako na merong rason na babalik po ang isa kong kapatid kasi meron po siyang trabaho. Yung ginawa ko talaga is, ginawa ko naman po talaga lahat yung mga requirements at nilagay ko po doon, I will provide everything yung needs nila, accommodation, flights, and then meron silang bahay na mapuntahan sa bahay po namin. And then, nag-submit din po ako ng proof of earning and savings para maka-afford talaga ako. Kung if ever maaprubahan po sila, maka-afford po ako, papakainin sila. Ganon. So, yes, ito na po yung update. Hindi pa po reject, hindi pa po approval. Long wait pa rin guys. And hindi ko alam kasi outside the time frame na po. So, meron po dyan makikita nyo iba't ibang percentage, 50%, 90%. So, it passed to 90% already and it's already outside the time frame. And a few people told me, ang pag-apply po talaga ng tourist visa, if you're going to invite your sister, your brother, hindi daw talaga basihan sa inyong earning or sa inyong savings. I mean, part na po yan, pero ang one of the reason daw po talaga is kung mayroon talaga silang rason na babalikan po sa Australia. So, siguro yan po talaga siguro ang rason bakit delayed. There's still nag-decision pa po sila. Kasi sa IMI account ko po, as you can see, yan pa rin po ang nakikita ko, initial assessment. So, I believe, pag na-check na po ito ng ng kung sinong mag-check, further assessment ata ang sabi nila pag ganyan na po. So, initial assessment, hindi ko alam kung hindi pa po nila na-check or nag-check pa po sila sa mga background ng kapatid ko po na dadalhin dito sa Australia. Baka may nanonood po dyan na nakatira din po sa Australia at na-experience nyo po ang na-experience ko po ngayon na it's been long wait. Meron pa po ba itong chance na maaprubahan? Please mag-comment down below po kayo. So, ngayon, alam nyo na po kung ano ang update ng visa. Nang dalawa ko pong kapatid, actually, marami po akong naririnig from my friends na marami na din po silang ini-invite na families nila and then palagi po sila na-aprobahan. So, this is my first time. I kind of nervous, aproba or ma-denied po siya. But, I'm still praying and hoping po na ma-aprobahan. So, anyway, yung dalawa ko palang kapatid na plano ko pong dadalhin dito sa Australia dahil I vlog this one kung sino ba talaga. Actually, unang-una talaga, kilala niyo po talaga kung sino po yung dadalhin ko po dito sa Australia. Lalaki po siya, syempre si Kuya Junjun. So, si Kuya Junjun po talaga ang dadalhin ko dito sa Australia. Kasi, yes, interesado siya pumunta sa Australia. Kasi gustong-gusto ni Kuya Junjun maka-experience, mag-harvesting apple at mabisita din po yung bahay namin. And yes, I'm very happy na ma-invite ko sila dito. So, yung pangalawa po, nahulaan niyo po ba kung sino ang pangalawa? Kasi marami na po talaga naghula kung sino yung first is marami talaga nagbanggit kay Kuya Junjun. Marami na pong nakahula. Nakita ko po yung mga comments niyo. And yung pangalawa ko pong dadalhin po talaga is yung camera woman ko. Sila po talaga dalawa ang plano ko pong dadalhin dito sa Australia. Ano na po sila ng biometric, meron na po sila mga passport. Kasi yung mga iba kong sister, gusto nilang pumunta dito sa Australia, but gusto muna nila makita sila Kuya Junjun at camera woman ko pag pumunta na sila dito. And then, guys, it's beyond my control. It's either maaprobahan ba sila or hindi. At least, I tried my best. Two of my sibling na sana maka-experience po sila dito, makapunta dito sa Australia. And I will be so happy na mangyari po yon. So, hopefully po, please, tulungan niyo po ako na mag-pray na sana maaprobahan po if ever po mag-granted ang visa ng kapatid ko. Since it's been a long wait, sana worth it po ang waiting po na maaprubahan. Pero kung hindi man siguro talaga maaprubahan is hindi pa po para sa kanila ang time na ito na pupunta sa Australia. Pero I'm still haba ko po talaga na sana maaprubahan. Ooh, look at you guys playing the dominoes. Wow. I'm sure Sylvester's having fun. Uh-oh. Yeah. Ang ganda. I like it, Sylvester. Beautiful. Is that a building? That's all for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Mag-fishing pa po kami. Mag-fishing. Let's start the day, honey.